Welcome back to Firefly Wrestling. My name is Nick, and I will be your guide for this episode. Episode 30, that is. Making ourselves some good progress through the save. Last episode, we ended the year with one of our best shows ever. Actually, no, our best show ever. Ending off with Curt Hennig winning the World Championship from Bret Hart. If you haven't seen it, go take a look. It was a great episode, and we ticked off a bunch of achievements, moved drastically through the save, and this year the goal is to do the very same. We have 3 titles here at Firefly Wrestling. We have our World Championship, currently held by the one, the only, Mr. Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect himself. He has been holding this title for 35 days so far. Did some defenses, did a defense at a house show. Well, whatever we turned our TV show into. Defeating Dean Malenko and Rick Rude. That's really non-canon, so it doesn't matter too much. But he ended the second reign of Bret Hart after only 28 days. We've had quite a few short title reigns for a while now. Our last real long title run was Roddy Piper. Back when was that, ending in May last year. Curt Hennig hoping to have a bit more of a fruitful reign than that one ended up being. Title records haven't changed too much. Terry Funk is still our longest, well, most times champion. I've got a couple of 2-time champions. No one has really stood out making this their belt yet, I don't think, in this save. It's been 5 years, we haven't really had the guy of the company. Really, it's been a big mix-up between Terry Funk, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, and now it does really feel like it is Curt Hennig's world. Roddy Piper does have the longest reign of the belt, but we'll see if that's going to get beat over time. We have our Tag Team Championships, which are currently held by Aeroflash and Jushin Thunder Liger. What a team. Yes, they are a team because they are both luchadors, and it is to do with my 2 masked men. But they won the belt 63 days ago at our Final Stand event, taking the belts off the Rock and Roll Express. And today, they will open up the show having, I believe, a defense against Sudden Impact. Former champions themselves, Brad Armstrong and Jim Brunzell, who have not held the belt since the end of 1983. And then we have our Great Lakes Championship, our Mid-Card Championship. Far less multi-time holders, yet Curt Hennig is one of them, along with Samu. It is currently held by the one Ricky Steamboat. Very successful wrestler in his own right, doing amazingly well. He's defended it through our house show loop as well. Not the best defenses, but not some terrible ones there either. I do think we are fairly excited going into New Year's Ascension though. Kicking off the new year, and then throughout this episode we will be bringing back the Final Impact event. It was won 2 years ago by Santanico to get him a world title shot against Bret Hart to memory. This year it's going to be a little bit different. It'll be an 8-person tournament with a couple of qualifiers happening as well. And the winner will move on through the tournament, and instead of getting a title shot, the world champion will be in the tournament. Every match the world champion wrestles, the title is on the line. The belt could switch hands at any point in the tournament, or the world champion will make it through Final Impact and be still your world champion. We did this with the Final Impact Tag Tournament last year, and the Brainbusters won the belts in the semi-finals, and then won the finals to hold on to them coming out of the tournament. We will have to see if the same story happens this year. But until then, I'm going to hit the intro, and I will see you at New Year's Ascension. Okay, we are back at one of our maybe weirder shows of the year. Doesn't really ever get much of a build. It kind of just happens and it kicks off the stories for the rest of the year from here. We've also had some fairly weird matches take place on this show. Last year, there was no world title match at New Year's Ascension. Instead, it was main evented by Rick Rude defeating Curt Hennig for the Great Lakes Championship. Funnily enough, Curt Hennig is in the main event tonight. Does history repeat itself? Last time the Wild Hunt got a very successful win. I don't believe they're on the card today, though. They're kind of missing out on this one after having a bit of a rough crowning glory last episode. In previous years, we had Bret Hart defeating Chris Adams. That's a match. And Ready to Die defeating The Savages for tag team titles. That's a wild one. Yeah, that's Anisha and Terry Funk defeating Haku and Samu. Yep, that's a match that did happen. 1992 had yet Santanico defeating Kerry Von Erich for the World Championship. Not a terrible match, actually. The main event the year prior was Terry Funk defeating Mike Sharp. No world title on the show. I believe it was being held by Jake Roberts at the time. And then we had Jake Roberts being Iceman King Parsons in our first ever. Did not go quite to plan as our main event, but that's fine. Our rating doubled from the initial show to our last show. And let's see if we can up it once again. 7 segments on tonight's show, all hopefully gonna be bangers. Let's see how it goes. Opening up the show with a tag team title match. Aeroflash and Jushin Thunder Liger defeat Sudden Impact in 13 minutes 04. Good way to work the crowd, get them into the show. And a 65 does just that. Jushin Thunder Liger with a 63, Aeroflash a 60. Both did great. Brad Armstrong a 63. Everyone on form, doing their best. Jim Brunzell even better than the normal 42 he's been getting fairly consistently up until this point. That's my booking sheet. Ignore that, you saw nothing. None of those plans there are final anyway, so again, ignore that. Okay. We move on to our next one. This went badly. Why? Okay, we are debuting 6 new people. All our gimmicks were successful, at least. The crowd did not enjoy the fact that they do not know any of these people. Which is fine. It was the point of the match. We expected not to get a great rating. This is a terrible one. Okay, this is a Wild Brawl match. So their ratings might be miffed on how good they are at brawling and the fact that none of these people are known. Just let's quickly going through the gimmicks. El Santo got great. Road Warrior Animal got very good. Road Warrior Hawk got great. It's the same gimmick. Don't know how that happened. Owen Hart got great. Bob Orton Jr. got very good. And Davey Boy Smith got a poor. That is a shame. But everyone else has got very nice gimmicks. And yes, these are 6 of our new signings. We've got the Road Warriors. We've got Owen Hart, Bob Orton, Davey Boy Smith, and El Hijo del Santo. The man with the silver mask, and he got a 51 on debut. That's exactly what we want to see out of him. He's done very well. Bob Orton done pretty well as well. The Road Warriors, 36-32 between them. They're going to develop. They're going to get better over time. So I'm not too phased about that. Davey Boy Smith and Owen Hart did pretty poor, but also they're young, they're new. I don't mind it too much. Going through the gimmicks, anything notable? Bob Orton is fine. Baby Boy Smith is very marketable, which is good. El Hijo Santo gets good psychology bonuses. That's amazing as well. It means he can do kind of everything we want from him. Owen Hart needs to win a lot to keep momentum, which is fine. We'll be okay with that, I think. Road Warrior Animal, good at microphone skills. That's funny. When books look dominant, we'll look even better. Should not do comedy things, which is fair. Effectively the exact same thing as Road Warrior Hawk, but he is going to sell a bunch of merchandise, which is great. And those are all our gimmicks we changed. Cool! Now moving on. Shawn Michaels defeating Dean Malenko in a terrible match. Oh, this has gone not great, has it? The crowd has not been great, better fun. I thought one of these guys would have slightly more popularity than they actually do. They don't. Shawn Michaels gets the win, defeating Dean Malenko. Shawn Michaels 37, not great. Dean Malenko 49, quite good actually. So I think that's fine. Again, we'll see how this goes. We are trying to move Shawn Michaels up the card a bit, try to get him more over. His crowd rating here is still terrible because no one knows who he is. He's going to be a star, I promise. He's also managed him to get off all the drugs he was taking, by like some soft ones. So he's actually not going to lose his skill as he gets older either, which is amazing. Because, yeah, Shawn Michaels might be a mainstay of this company. And we can run Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart at some point. Because that's just the greatest dream match of all time. We then have, again, really worse than I expected this to be. But we are going to have a video announcement package announcing Final Impact and all the participants who are guaranteed to be participating at Cell Quality. Bret Hart, Curt Hennig, Jack Armstrong, Randy Savage, Rick Martel, Roddy Piper, Satanico, Stan Hansen, Terry Funk, and the Firefly. And you may notice that not all of these guys will fit into an 8-person bracket. And that is because we are running qualifiers with some of the deemed less deserving candidates having to qualify through the tournament. These will be 4-way qualifiers happening next episode. Next show. Not episode, I'm filming episode in-game. And we will announce the first major qualifier is Stan Hansen, Rick Martel, Satanico, and the Firefly. Big names. Rick Martel will not be in that slot if he wins tonight, though. If he beats Curt Hennig tonight, it'll be Curt Hennig in the qualifying spot. Big stakes on the line. We then go to a Great Lakes Championship match in which Junichiro Teniro wins, defeating Ricky Steamboat and taking that Great Lakes Championship from him after Samu interferes. And the Wild Hunt embrace Teniro. They have their newest member. Teniro is part of the Wild Hunt. He gets a 57. Ricky Steamboat a 63. Very good match. And we've got Earl Hebner as a new official. He has the corrupt official gimmick, which I didn't realize. Oops. That's fine, we'll keep that and see if anything goes wrong with it. If not, that's funny. And then, in our main event at 80 rating, I am confident that that's going to be the best match of the year so far. It is the 5th of January, but ain't no one topping that outside of us. Curt Hennig defeats Rick Martel with the Hennigplex. They go out there to go steal the show, and they certainly do. Rick Martel a 70, Curt Hennig a 77. Amazing work from both men. Got the crowd going. And then Roddy Piper comes down to the ring and stares down Mr. Hennig. He tells him, I want that title back at Final Impact. I'm going to take it from you. Please keep winning until I get to you because I do respect you. But make no doubt, I am going to beat you. Roddy Piper did good. 88-second rating to end off the show. Gets us a 74 for New Year's Ascension. Up 8 points from last year. It's crazy, by the way. Gaining popularity as well. Who do we praise? Anyone have like notable big losses that were like worrying losses on the show? Ricky Steamboat. You can get some praise. Yeah, Rick Martel can get some praise. And you know what? El Hijo del Santo. You're awesome. Seem pleased, and was pleased. Very good. We have earned $500,000 on the show as well. That's insane numbers. And we have gained popularity across America. Very good. You might know Southwest is a bit lower than it was last time you saw. I'm a dum-dum. A few of our house shows got low enough ratings. It actually hurt our popularity in the region. Oops. But we all survive and rebuild. We're not really too worried about Southwest dropping too much. Because right now the goal is get everywhere in America up. And that's going to take a while. So until that happens, we don't really have to worry too much. We voted Company of the Year. Yes, we did. You signed. Scott Armstrong did not debut on this show, but he will be debuting at some point. We're going to play it by ear. Agree with the choice 100%. Owen Hart's a new signing. He'll have to work his way up the ladder. Very successful show. Yes, it was. We should be very proud of the work we've done. And I am pleased for Jack Armstrong being voted the Veteran of the Year. Very much the best over 40-year-old in the world. Maybe only rivaled by what I assume is Terry Funk, who's going to be over 40 very soon. He is an old-ass man already at this point. And he's doing very well. I don't think I've got anything major I need to tick off when I get back to the main screen. Other than the fact that we'll be at Elevation in not too long. So I will be back with you at Elevation. Just one cut. Hello and welcome back. First TV taping of the episode. One of 4 we're going to get today. And I think I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're doing the right things in the right direction. We have got 2 qualifiers for Final Impact. The Firefly, Rick Martel, Santanico, and Stan Hansen all collide, along with Samu, Shawn Michaels, El Hijo del Santo, and Rick Steiner. And one of those people in that match is not very happy to be losing it. You're not going to guess which one it is. Although you might, judging by their real-life personality at this time period. It'll be fine. What could go wrong? This should be a fairly nice, solid show, I think. But let's get right into it. Kick off with Bret Hart beating El Snow with a sharpshooter. This is a non-canon pre-show thing because I needed a storytelling match on the card and I couldn't find a way to fit one in today. Which is fine. I know I can do these and make these work, so that's all good. We then go to a not great opening match for the show. Holy crap, Tenryu got a 71. Okay. Junichiro Tenryu taking on Koko Beware and defeats him with a folding powerbomb. Tenryu got a 71. Koko Beware has debuted. He may be a signing for the sake of a signing. I don't think I'm going to do anything with Koko Beware other than drop him out at this point. And he's only had 1 match. He's just not my kind of wrestler. 47, not a great way to kick off the show, but the wrestling was class. And this is just us getting Tenryu more matches and getting more over. He is bonus star quality. That's ironic, but can't do lengthy matches. Just funny. Okay. And then we have a promo by Ricky Steamboat, which was questionable. Ricky Steamboat tells Tenryu that his win was fair play. He knew the play, he ran it, the Wild Hunt worked Tenryu, and they got him the win. It happens. But he wants a rematch. Actually, no. Ricky wants a rematch at Winter Trials, and the Dragon will win back his belt. Short little promo. Ricky Steamboat is challenging Tenryu for a Winter Trials match. A match at Winter Trials. That's not a stipulation. A match at Winter Trials. Which should be a lot of fun. We then have our 4-way qualifying match. We've got 53. Very nice. And damn, Samu a 53. Shawn Michaels a 40. The winner, El Hijo del Santo a 61. Excuse me. And Rick Steiner a 42. Really solid all round. Rick Steiner outperforming Shawn Michaels is funny. Shawn Michaels will get good eventually. Cool. Don't have Rick Steiner lose to comedy characters. Wasn't good to do that anyway. But that's a very good match, kind of everyone involved. Well, not everyone involved, but like pretty solid. And again, El Hijo del Santo doing really well. Any big like notable penalties. Samu, Shawn Michaels penalized for low morale. I should just pay him and he might, get better, actually. Maybe I do that. Because I do really want to make Shawn Michaels into one of the characters in the save. Because if not, WWF is going to do it. And I really don't want to give them anyone good. They've just crowned Jimmy Garvin as their new world champion. 5 points in the comments if you can tell me who Jimmy Garvin is. Because I'm not great at wrestling history, but that's definitely an obscure one. And then, okay. Too long segment for no star power from any of them. It's annoying. But good to know. Yeah, I'll fix that for next time. That's fairly easy note to have, right? Don't have them fighting forever. Fine. Aeroflash, Yushin and the Liger are about to start their promo. When out of nowhere, they're attacked by Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. The two men they defended the belts against at Crowning Glory. Both of them run in and begin brawling. They fight all over the locker room before they pick up Aeroflash and throw him into the lockers that fall onto him. Nasty bump for Aeroflash, but building up the story, I think, pretty cleanly. So that should be fine. Building up to them having a rematch at some point in the future. Winter Trials. We then go to our next match. That's a better match. Atsushi Onita and Cactus Jack trying to get back on the path of beating the World Hunt at Crowning Glory. Getting themselves back into title contention is the plan. 57 from Cactus Jack, 56 from Onita, 40 from Stan Lane, and 45 from Tom Pritchard. Pretty good all round the match. 50 wrestling on the wrestling rating, 27 on the crowd rating. Pretty standard for these guys having a match. I've actually fought a couple of times now, I believe. And a 59 ain't bad, so I'll take it. We then go to, again, it's not great. Butch Miller got hampered because he's got an injury. No one cares about these guys. Again, is fair. But we're going to keep trying to get the Road Warriors over as we go. I really should make them a tag team as well. Road Warrior Hawk pins Butch Miller. Hawk got a 39. Animal got a 40. That's fine. The goal here is to keep them winning, give them some momentum, because they are very good. And they're doing great things. So, the goal is, get the Road Warriors over slowly but surely. And then we have our, I think, final promo of the episode. And I think then our last match? I don't know my own schedule. Curt Hennig wants to face his challengers head on, and he has no intent of backing down. He wants to see his competition in this ring for the event so he can look the losers in the eyes before he beats the brakes off them. Out comes Roddy Piper, who tells him there's only been one champion for a month. He's only been champion for a month, and he doesn't know how this business works. You can make demands once you have held that belt for more than 8 months like he did. Terry Funk then comes out and tells him that that's not special because he did it first. And once he takes that title back, he will do it again. And by the time you've got Bret Hart making his way through the ring, chaos is erupting, and all 6 men are brawling. All the 6 direct entrants into Final Impact. Bret Hart, Curt Hennig, Jack Armstrong, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, and Terry Funk. And you will see the draw unfold and who will have facing each other at the next episode. We then go to our main event. Slightly worse than the segment rating, which is a shame. But the Firefly defeats Stan Hansen, Rick Martel, and Santanico in the Fatal 4-Way. It is a lights-out kick to Santanico as the wrestlers go out and steal the show. The Firefly was the weak link at just 59, which is still a very good rating, especially for the Firefly. 77 for Stan Hansen, 76 for Rick Martel, 78 for Santanico, who is on a tear right now. Santanico is doing amazing work right now, and I think we are very much underrating him. But that is a very nice show. 68 rating overall isn't amazing, but we were kind of saved it with our last 2 segments there. Any locker room incidents? Dean Malenko, Rick Martel fighting. Ah, what a shame. Anything else important? No. Cool. I will be back with episode number 53 of Elevation in just 1 second. Dodge the cat. Episode number 53 of Elevation is here. And again, damn, we have a card for you. Pre-show match of the Road Warriors and the Heavenly Bodies. Wild Hunt have a trios match. One more debut, I believe, on the show today. And we have the semi-final, or quarterfinals, of our final Impact tournament. Which I realize I've actually booked as a tournament in the game. But I think that's fine. We can remember it. The winner of these two matches will face each other. That is El Hijo del Santo taking on Roddy Piper and Terry Funk taking on Bret Hart. The winner of each of those will face each other in the semi-finals. Let's kick off the show. Get things moving in a very much dominant match to try and get them over. The Road Warriors just murder the Heavenly Bodies. Doomsday Device onto Tom Pritchard seals the deal. 37 segment rating is not good, but we expect it to be bad based a lot on both the guys are set to dominate, make them look good, get their popularity up as much as we can. We are investing a lot in the Road Warriors. I can't wait for them to end up being completely terrible, or popularity locked at something comically low. We then go to a 65 rated segment to open up the show. Very nice indeed, as Ricky Steamboat, Rick Martel, and Jack Armstrong, our babyface contingent, take down the Wild Hunt when Rick Martel submitted Tenryu with the Boston Crab. Jack Armstrong 55, Rick Martel 71, Ricky Steamboat a 72, amazing from him. Haku 43, the Barbarian 61, and a 68 from Tenryu is also great. Everyone in this match performing to a very, very high quality bar Haku. And Jack Armstrong to an extent, but Jack still's doing fine. Getting to our other stories. And then Stan Hansen enters, and he just murders Ricky Steamboat, Rick Martel, and Jack Armstrong. He goes on a rampage. He is sick and tired of losing. And the Wild Hunt are making their intentions clear. They are going after everyone. We then have a 56 rated match. Trying to see how Davey Boy Smith does. 32 off his game, not great. But Firefly defeats Davey Boy Smith and builds momentum for his quarterfinal match on next week's TV. We then go to a... Ooh, that is a bad performance on her debut. Match in the Firefly's younger siblings, Firefly Jr. and the Mothwing, taking on the Brain Busters. Firefly Jr. and Mothwing both 1 year apart. Mothwing makes their debut, and they don't work well as a team. Joyce, your siblings, this is the whole point of you, is that you're a great team. Damn. Okay. It'll be fine. Telly Blanchard 56, Arn Anderson 57. Pretty good from those two. 18 from the Mothwing is terrible. Firefly Jr. 33 is also bad. Standard gimmick is fine. Oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. Why did I try? It's fine. We'll get these guys over at some point, maybe to some degree. I have to share the Mothwing stats. They're not good. I think they're actually noticeably worse than Firefly Jr. and the Firefly, who both had like the exact same point budget in the game. But that will be fine. We then have a terrible pre-tape segment as well. Oh, this show's going terribly. Aero Flash, Nugent Thunder Liger challenge these Brain Busters to a match at Winter Trials. They'll turn to jets and fly right over the all-timers who just don't have it anymore. This is the Aeroflash and Jushin era of that tag team division, and no one's getting their brains fried come February. challenge has been issued and will be accepted. At Winter Trials, we've got a tag team match. That is a rematch 2 months later of our Crowning Glory match. Very good between these two teams. We have a 58 segment. I need to make the match longer to be a slow build. So it did get penalized. Oh, Lord. Okay. This show is not going great. Still. Bret Hart got a 76. Terry Funk a 69. Nice from Terry Funk, but also could have done with it being a bit higher, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a bad rating on the show. Ooh. We then do have a very good promo segment that might save us. Curt Hennig is in the ring, and he demands the audience be prepared to acknowledge he is the greatest champion of all time, because he's about to beat Jack Armstrong next week. Then the week after that, he'll beat the survivor of the Firefly and Randy Savage, and then it doesn't matter who makes the finals, because he'll squash them as well. Randy Savage comes out and acknowledges that they have met before, and it has tended to go the way of Mr. Hennig. But that doesn't mean it will again, because next time that face, it'll be the Macho Man who strips him of that belt. And it goes back around the most deserving man in the company. Which, of course, Randy Savage believes is himself. And then our main event gets an 82. Woo! That's a banger, especially for the fact that El Hijo del Santo only got 53. This is his worst match yet. This could have been even higher, potentially. But Roddy Piper does defeat El Hijo del Santo, giving him his first loss after fairly blatantly cheating. But they went out there, they stole the show, very much so. Any big penalties we got? Stamina, physical condition, inconsistency, stamina. That is fair. I'm not sure what the what El Hijo del Santo's stamina actually is, because I do hope it's high enough I don't have to worry about it. Actually, I do have it on my notes tab that I can quickly pull up. El Hijo del Santo. He's got 70 stamina, so not amazing, but it's enough that you don't have to really worry about it in most cases, so that's fine. 77 rated show. We have kind of been saved a bit there. 51 in the popularity, going up nearly everywhere. So again, very good. Going up across Canada just a little bit as well. Again, always very good to see. Back to 68 in the Southwest, we are making a comeback. While everything else is kind of being able to go up a bit cleaner around it. I intend to start running some shows in Hawaii or whatnot, just to get the popularity in Hawaii and Puerto Rico up. Because I feel like those regions are going to be annoying at some point in the game. And I just feel like that's saying it's fairly inevitable. No immediate scrum for a TV taping. And that is our block of taping done. I have 2 more sets of TV to tape this, 2 more episodes of TV to tape in one taping this episode. So I'm going to go meet you at the next one. 3 down, 2 to go. This is our second last show of the episode. Clocking in at 92 minutes. 70% should be matches. We've got 79%. So as usual, kind of in that just slightly under 80% is like kind of what we normally want to hit. And we've done a good job to hit it here. We have 2 quarter-final matches on tonight's card. Curt Hennig defends the World Championship against Jack Armstrong. And Randy Savage takes on the Firefly to be the man going after that world title next episode. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see how good we get. 66 rated match between these two. Not great. Interested to know why Randy Savage struggled so much, only getting a 60. I thought his stamina was quite good. I might be wrong. 66 overall is not terrible, but definitely lower than usual. Was he just very inconsistent? Didn't say it. The odd face heel combination apparently would have played a role into it as well. That is a shame, but I guess it happens. Either way, Randy Savage has pinned the Firefly after interference from Stan Hansen. The Firefly gets a loss, and Randy Savage moves on and will face the winner of Curt Hennig and Jack Armstrong next show for the world title. We then have another terrible match. As usual, this was expected. The Road Warriors take down the Malenko brothers with a Doomsday Device. D. Malenko 54 is very good. Joe Malenko 42, not bad. 48 for Hawk. 44 from Animal. Wild. I have not put them on to dominate. So this is a very naturally, they are actually doing quite well as wrestlers already. Also, like, the team together and the tag team specialist bonus is, like, making them do a lot better than expected. I clicked on the wrong thing again. My bad. Oops. Yeah, Road Warrior is doing very well. Then we go to our next segment. Bret Hart comes down to the ring, and he is very proud of his win last week against Terry Funk. Terry Funk's an icon. He is a treasure to this place, but now he is an old, washed-up man who can't win clean because he can't hang with this new generation. That exposed him to the embodiment of excellence. And Roddy Piper will too in his own way. And as he's about to continue talking, Roddy Piper rolls in the ring behind him and hits him with a steel chair. Before standing over him, he grabs the mic and says, "I will show no weakness to anyone. I am the greatest in this company, and no one can convince me otherwise." 70 rating overall, not bad. As we then go to a 57 rated tag team match. Worse than I would have expected, but not terrible. Arn Anderson defeats Atsushi Onita with, let's say, a low blow. Three of our top tag teams in this match, as the Brainbusters are proving yet again why they deserve that title shot. Onita at 59, Cactus Jack at 54, 58 for Tully Blanchard, and a 55 for Arn Anderson. It's a wild brawl, so the Silent Impact did get penalized a lot because they're not great brawlers. Maybe I should just not have them in the match. That might have made it a bit better, actually. Notes for next time. We'll improve that for the next show. But then we get Jushin Thunder Liger cutting a solo promo, which is nice and rare. He says, well, he's got the time. He wants to put the Brain Busters on notice just once more, because he's not just going to flatten them, he's going to get revenge for the attacks and the pain that was inflicted on him and his partner and everyone else. This is Jushin Thunder Liger's revenge, and it's happening in 10 days' time. We then have another terrible match that should have done a whole lot better. Santo defeating Shawn Michaels in 12 minutes 31. Storytelling match are not quite up El Hijo del Santo's alleyway, which is fine. Good to know he can't always perform those matches to the same quality as he can in a brawl or just normally. Shawn Michaels 44, not great. It's going to be annoyed at me again because I made him lose again to El Hijo del Santo. Yeah, Shawn Michaels might be a problem already. And it's been less than a month, or about a month since we signed him. This was a regrettable decision. It'll be fine. I'll save it. Tenero comes down to the ring with Ernie Ladd at his side. They're happy to show the world how good the newest champion in FW is. He thinks by only taking on Ricky Steamboat, it would be too easy for him. So him and Ernie have come to a bit of a compromise. At Winter Trials, there'll be a triple threat for the belt instead. Ricky Steamboat, he can pick his partner next week, and that'll be the man he has to face in the triple threat with Tenero. Because it doesn't matter, Tenero will come out on top as the Wild Hunt always do. And then we go to our main event. And for the second week in a row, we've got an 82 main event. And this time it was Curt Hennig defeating Jack Armstrong. Jack just puts on good numbers in these matches. I don't know what it is, but every match he's in just seems to be a banger. Curt Hennig makes his third defense of the FFW World Championship. And he is through to face Randy Savage next week in what should be a very marquee match. Two of the best performers in the company going head-to-head at 73 overall rating for the show is good as well. Nothing notable happening in the locker room. And I'm going to go book our last episode for today. our last taping for today. I will see you at our go-home show in just one sec. We are here. It is our go-home show for Winter Trials. Elevation number 55. Big card. 2 semi-final matches between some of our best workers in the company. And the winner of each will collide for the world title in the main event of Winter Trials. Ricky Steamboat has picked the man who will be his partner today and opponent in the triple threat tomorrow. The Brain Busters get one more match in before their world tag team title match. And a few other developments happening all over the card. Let's kick the show off with Angel Del Santo and Ricky Steamboat picking up the win over Haku and Samu. When Angel Del Santo submitted Samu with the Ladi Cabello? I've heard someone else pronounce it, and I can't seem to get it right. But that's fine. Working the crowd, getting the show off to a good start, and boy, did they. 70 rating. Helped massively by 73 of Ricky Steamboat, 64 of Angel Del Santo. It was a 55 from Samu and a 45 from Haku. Not amazing for either of them, but still very good. Haku and Samu got their tag team specialist bonus as well. Very, very good match kicking off the show. And Angel Del Santo will be in the triple threat with Tenryu and Ricky Steamboat in 3 days' time. Roddy Piper and Bret Hart collide in a storytelling match. Which Roddy Piper was off his game. And Roddy Piper beats Bret Hart in 16 minutes 26 with the sleeper after Terry Funk makes his presence felt and attacks Bret Hart. Bret Hart has been cost his shot at the world title by Terry Funk, the man who he pinned in the triple threat to win it just 2 months prior. Very good 70 rated match as well. Keeps the show ticking. And then we have a promo from Angel Del Santo. And he appreciates the nod by Ricky to let him in their triple threat match. He knows it wasn't quite the ideal circumstances that the Dragon wanted. But at the end of the day, this could be the chance for him to win his first title here in FFW. And he won't miss this opportunity. The Silver Mask is going to fly. A lot of flying references today. I don't know what it is. We then have a 55 rated match where we get the debut of the Armstrong brothers. They did poorly. We've got Steve Armstrong got a 33, Scott Armstrong got a 55. Just again, debuting a lot of new tag talent is fairly important for us right now, I think. We're trying to put some effort into building up that tag team division a bit more. And more than anything, giving it a bit of depth and hopefully us develop some younger stars. A lot of great wrestlers have come from tag team wrestling, so we're going to see if we can find our own ones. Right now, the obvious one being Cactus Jack, who was doing very well in the tag division. Steve Armstrong loses more momentum from losses. Annoying, but it'll be fine. They are going to be mostly jobbers, I think. But it reminds me we might be able to get a bit of a babyface faction going with the Armstrong family. We have got Brad, Steve, Scott, and Jack Armstrong all around now. I actually don't think, to memory, I don't think that Jack Armstrong is actually part of the family. But nonetheless, it'll be fine. We've got enough of them. Also, for some reason, Scott Armstrong really hates Shawn Michaels. And I don't know why. We then have a Terry Funk promo. He is angry and he is obvious about it. He is not washed. He is not old. He is not any of that filth that he was called by Bret Hart. He is the OG World Champion. He is the icon of hardcore. The icon of Firefly Wrestling. And he made sure that Bret, the man who exploited him out of winning back his world title, would remember that. And yes, Winter Trials, next episode, where you'll get Bret Hart versus Terry Funk. We then have a 62 rated match, the best performance so far from the Road Warriors. Best in ring for them as well, 45 and a 49, respectively for Hawk and Animal. Very good. Everyone getting good tag team bonuses here as well. 60 rating for Tully Blanchard, 55 from Arn Anderson. And they've got their last bit of momentum they needed before they go on to face Jushin Thunder Liger and Aeroflash next show. 58 red segment. Not a great segment, but fine enough. Stan Hansen comes down to the ring and he reminds the Firefly that he's still looking for revenge from that loss back in the Battle Leagues. And this is going to be his chance to finally get it. The Firefly just doesn't have it anymore. He went weak and soft. He's not the People's Champion anymore. He's their runt. The Firefly comes out clearly trying to contain his anger. He agrees he may be small and he's having his ups and downs right now, but runt is a strong word for the man that's going to rip your puny head off this weekend. This is all before Samu comes out from behind and begins to attack the Firefly, but he is luckily chased off by Onita and Cactus Jack. And then on our main event, 81 rating, actually our worst main event of this tournament so far, Randy Savage draws with Curt Hennig after 20 minutes. When we reach 95 minutes on the broadcast and we get cut for time. There is no winner between Randy Savage and Curt Hennig, as no winner could be declared in time. The match is called a draw. 78 for Randy Savage, 82 for Curt Hennig. Very good match between the two of them. But they just couldn't finish it off. It's me. 74 rating feels a bit disappointing for how good this show feels. 70, 70, and an 81. All very good on the show today. But that will be fine, and we will top it at Winter Trials next episode, I am sure. Thank you very much all for watching today. If you guys tune in for our next episode, we will get to kick off the show with Winter Trials, our February pay-per-view. In the main event, you will see Curt Hennig, Randy Savage, and Roddy Piper go to war in a triple threat for the world title. El Hijo del Santo, Ricky Steamboat, and Tenero fight over the Great Lakes Championship. The Brain Busters will take on Aeroflash and Jushin Thunder Liger. Bret Hart will take on Terry Funk, and Stan Hansen and the Firefly will go one-on-one. This is bad, isn't it? I'm happy I waited. I'm happy I didn't end the episode. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? He abuses painkillers and it... Oh, drug testing policy. Oh. Oh, the press don't know. Oh. God, okay. Stern warning. God, I thought this was an issue. Oh, man, okay, the adrenaline. I just added a drug testing policy. Oh, I forgot I did that. Hard drug user. I'm gonna fine him. Okay. I'm gonna try and talk people getting out of drugs, I think. $3,000 in drug test fees, or $7,000. Ooh, okay. Maybe this drug testing isn't the grandest idea. I did the thing again. Cool, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I really should edit those out, but it'll be fine. Plans change anyway. No one's going to be able to get any spoilers off them. So I'm going to change all those plans. Okay. Is Jesse Ventura still filming? He is until September. I forgot it was that long. Okay. Ooh. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you guys are going to enjoy next episode. Big matches. Big stories to come. Until then, take care. Firefly out.